And I'm not saying this to disparage Jordan, you know what I mean? But because again, I love Jordan, and I was all Jordan, like, you know what I mean? Like all Jordan, everything. But I just hate when people speak about Pippen as if Pippen is like some second class.
Yo, second class. It's possible that he was the second best player in the. If you want to say that Jordan was the best player
Right,
in the NBA, he was the
right,
second best player in the NBA.
right, right.
We here now. We here. Yeah. It's in the break room, y'all. Holla, holla, holla. Just in case Bobo can't make this episode, I can do my research. I did a lot of research today. You want to know
Yeah.
some of the research I did today? You know what I researched?
What did you get
Because you know
into?
what's been in the what was it, the hot stove? Is that what they call it? There was only baseball's the hot stove, but the in the media lately is Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen's been in the media.
Scottie Pippen, he's giving it to the glory, eh?
I mean, he's going for it. I mean, I
I,
mean,
I
there
don't, I
was.
don't, I don't, I don't, I don't blame him. I don't blame him, and I don't disagree with him.
The only thing I don't. I mean, I'd say the part that I blame him for is you can see that he's going for the book. It's for the book right now. It's for the book. Feels
Yeah, but
right
everything,
now.
but everything is for everything. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Go
So,
ahead. Yeah, yeah.
no. I don't mean to cut you off at
No, no,
all.
no, no.
No,
I
no,
cut
no.
you
Hold
off.
your no. Hold your thought because I just want to say one thing real quick. Disclaimer:
Mm-hmm.
Scottie Pippen is my favorite basketball player, like of all time. As I was growing up, I got like two favorite players: Scottie Pippen and Chris Webber. They're
Yeah,
my two favorite players. All
yeah.
right, I got some people that I like, stuff like that. People, so this is for the people. I know you know this already, Fitz. So this is for the people. I'm talking to the people over here, right? So whatever you hear now, even as you're hearing me say, there's a part that I don't like, Scottie Pippen. This is all tempered, but I'm going to come with the heat in a second. But back to you, sir.
No, okay. So every time somebody comes into the shop and says, "Did you hear what Scottie Pippen said? Yo, why is he
Hmm.
doing that? Why is he doing?" I said, "Yo, because Scottie Pippen was ill. Scottie Pippen was sick. Scottie Pippen was the man."
I need a refill for Scottie Pippen. Sorry, yes, Scottie Pippen was the man. Go on,
I said,
man.
Scottie Pippen was the man. They're like, he's only doing this because he's trying to sell a book. I'm like, he's only doing this because Jordan dissed him. Because am I supposed to sit down and take this? Can't sit down and take this. Yo, Scottie Pippen is bad.
Well,
And
hold
then
on.
like, but Scottie Pippen was nothing without Jordan. I'm like, Jordan was nothing without Scottie Pippen.
See,
And here's my disclaimer. I love
hmm.
Michael Jordan. I wanted to be Michael Jordan. My whole life was based around trying to be whatever Michael Jordan was.
You ready for some of this stuff?
I'm a Michael Jordan guy, but I
So
will not deny the fact that Scottie Pippen was a monster. And Scottie Pippen is the reason why Jordan is who he is. Because without the championships, there's no legacy. Jordan was great, but there's no championships without Scottie Pippen. And I'll just give you my last take. What I tell everybody, have everybody understand, is that Scottie Pippen was on his way to a championship the first year Michael Jordan left. They dominated Houston that year, and then they got robbed in the semifinals against New York Knicks. And I call fraud on that because I know that there's no way that the league could have Scottie Pippen win a championship without Michael Jordan, because then you lose the Jordan legacy moving forward.
that was a fraudest call in NBA history.
Fraud is called.
Outside, you know what the problem is? Outside of the fraud fucking Sacramento Kings fucking whatchamacallit, because that was like in the courts and official.
Kobe Sacramento. Oh my God.
Those are my two. See, those are my anyways. So couple of
Oh my
things here. But
God.
I told you I did some research because I knew like this he's been in the news. So first of all, ready? Scottie Pippen has a winning percentage without Michael Jordan of 60.6%. So he won 60% of the games that Michael Jordan did not play in. That's one. That's my first. That's the first one I got. That year that Jordan was gone, right? Ready for this, everybody? Everybody get ready for this because the kids are not going to know one of these people. right? Old people are going to be like, shit, son, he did it with that. Pete Myers was the starting shooting guard for the Chicago Bulls on opening day on that team. Pistol Pete Myers. All right. So that's
Starting shooting guard. Yeah, yeah.
starting Pete Myers. On that team was BJ Armstrong, Bill Cartwright, Horace Grant, rookie Tony Kukoc, Kerr, Bill Wennington, Stacey King, Luke Longley. So Scottie Pippen took that team to just a mere fraud call away from the finals to be ready to just take Houston and beat the shit out of
They would
them.
have beat up Houston, bro. They would have beat up Houston.
Pistol Pete Myers was the starting guard. Like, and who else? Like, who's on that team? There's nobody on that team. There's nobody on that team. That year, Scottie Pippen went to the All-Star game. He was the MVP of the All-Star game.
Was
that
he?
Year, MVP of the All-Star game that year that Jordan was not there.
I had the Pippins that year. I had the Pippen shoes that year. I love those shoes.
I had some 29 points, 11 boards, 4 steals. That was his All-Star game. MVP. Please hold. All right. So they won 50 some games. It says 50 plus here, so I don't have the actual number. So they won 50 plus games with Pistol Pete Myers as the starting fucking point guard, right? Luke Longley and Bill Cartwright manning the middle, right? Okay, just just for the record. He was the leading vote getter for the All NBA first team. We have to rewind that for a second. So he was the leading vote getter for All NBA first team.
First team. Wow.
First. So, and this is who's in that, there's a lot of people in the league around that time, like Akeem Olajuwon, people like that.
That's crazy.
People. Right. Okay. All right. Wait.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. That was only half of the sentence. He was the leading vote getter for the All NBA first team and the NBA All Defensive first team.
Man, they need to put some respect on his name. He needs to write a book and let y'all know.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that sentence? There's a comma. Actually, there's still a comma in this sentence. It goes on to say that he averaged 22 points, which was 8th in the league in scoring, 8.7 rebounds, which was 5.6 assists, and 3 steals. First leading vote getter for All NBA first NBA team and first All Defensive team. Wait. There, so he got that. And he was the MVP. Look, can you see it? Wait, hang on. See, there's some stuff circled. All right. He was third in MVP voting behind Hakeem Olajuwon and David Robinson.
And back then it was a big man game, so yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
because that was the year that Hakeem just destroyed David Robinson, and then in the playoffs that year. Oh man, and wait, he is one of 5 players. Well, I don't know when this article was written. All right, this one right here. I still got the screenshot. I forgot to check the reference, but at some point in time, he was one of 5 players with 10 or more NBA All Defensive Team selections. And that group included Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's high class.
That's the end of the stuff that I saved. So I would just like to say, I ain't here to tell people that Scottie Pippen's better than Michael Jordan. I am just here to say, when you hear Scottie Pippen's name, you should stand up and give him a fucking slow clap because he was a fucking bad, bad man. Because lest we forget that if it wasn't for, remember in the Lakers series for the first championship, for like the first quarter and a half, Magic Johnson was just eating the Bulls. And then they said, yo, Scottie, go cover Magic. And then the series was done. Point forward, as a rebel. If you ever heard of point forwards, he was the first point forward, original Don Dada. Something about 3-point shots and shit like that too in a season for the Bulls. Like, yo, forget it. Put some respect on that guy's name.
He was a better 3-point shooter than Jordan as well.
Definitely. It's a lot of stuff. Yeah, man.
Scottie Pippen.
Big Pip.
Big Pip.
Man's dirty. Follow. There's a good thing to follow on Instagram, man. Just pure Scottie Pippen every day. It's great. Bad man. Bad man.
And I'm not saying this to disparage Jordan, you know what I mean? But because again, I love Jordan and I was all Jordan. Like, you know what I mean? Like all Jordan everything, but I just hate when people speak about Pippen as if Pippen is like some second class.
Yo, second class. It's possible that he was the second best player in the. If you want to say that Jordan was the best
Right.
player in the NBA, he was the second best player in the NBA.
Right. And that's what I try to have people understand. And it's like people buy into the hype. They buy into the narratives that, you know, like popular radio TV stations put out. But I was there. I like
I saw the eye test.
Yeah.
Mike Wilbon always talking about the eye test, yo. Give him the fucking eye test. Scottie Pippen was sick.
I was there.
Dunk on people, cover. You can cover all five positions. And bring up the ball. You can post motherfuckers up. You can shoot threes. Yo. That's, you know, the season without Jordan. That's all. And he won 60% of his games without Jordan overall.